be a moment.
If I could have your attention, ladies and gentlemen, we are your theatre company for tonight.
Well, 2/3 of it anyway.
Yes. We're just about ready to start, except that one of our actors hasn't quite arrived yet. But as soon as he does, we'll get going. So please bear with us. I'm sure he won't be too late getting here. I'm sure we'll get going fairly quickly.
By the way, does anybody know what show we'll be performing for you tonight? Yes. I'm sorry? The Three Musketeers. Well done. I'm just trying to humour him.
Oh, right, sorry.
Well, there you are.
Who drew this stupid map?
I did.
It's rubbish.
Well, everyone else seemed to get here all right.
Aye.
House, in fact.
Yeah, no, but look, I couldn't make heads nor tails of this.
Emil, yeah. You've got it upside down, you idiot.
No, look. There's an upside down pub somewhere called the Noddenaralk.
The Clarendon.
We're here now, so we'll just get started, shall we?
Sure, yep. Question. Why are you dressed like this?
For the show. We're Musketeers.
Musketeers?
Yes.
But we're doing Treasure Island.
No. That's next week. Tonight, in fact, it's Three Musketeers.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What show have you come to see? Three Musketeers. I don't know Three Musketeers. I've been rehearsing Treasure Island.
Oh, marvellous.
Well, no, that's okay. We'll prompt you as we go along. Everything will be fine. The audience won't even notice. It'll be fine. Can we just get started?
Yep. I don't have the right costumes either.
Oh.
I thought it was Treasure Island. Look, I've got a pirate hat. And I've got an eye patch and I've got where are they here? The doubloons. Get it, doubloons. See who's going to be my best joke.
Well, it's a good thing we're doing Three Musketeers then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look, once we get backstage, we'll get you properly kitted out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin. So when we return, we shall perform for your edification and delight, Three Musketeers.
The Three Musketeers, not Treasure Island.
Come on.
Coming up. Hit the music, Sam.
The Three Musketeers. I am Porthos, as strong as an ox.
I am Athos, as cunning as a fox.
And I am Aramis, named after an aftershave.
And we are the Three Musketeers. All for one,
and one for...
we fight for our queen.
We fight for our country.
We fight for 5 francs an hour, plus tips.
For we are the Three Musketeers. All for one,
and one for... Come on.
We stand up for the House of Bourbon.
we stand up for the people of France.
We stand up for old ladies on buses.
We live in dangerous times.
The enemies of the queen are all around us.
It could be...
It could be you.
It could be you.
No, it couldn't.
Couldn't it? Why not?
Because I am a musketeer, and musketeers are on the side of the queen. Understood?
Understood.
Have I made myself plain?
Impossible. You're gorgeous, darling.
We fear nothing.
We stop at nothing.
We know nothing.
We are the Three Musketeers. All for one,
They're not going to get me this time.
and one for all.
Guys, this isn't fair.
Nothing is fair in these treacherous times.
We have to live on our wits.
Well, that's me done for.
We live by the sword.
Well, that's good.
And we die by the sword.
That's not so good. Oh, can I ask you a question?
If you must, Brother Aramis.
I must, yes. So we are Musketeers, right?
Right! All for one and one for all!
Yes, all of that. So, if we are Musketeers, surely we should use muskets.
What?
Well, as Musketeers, surely we should use muskets, not swords.
Well, he's got a point.
We've all got a point. Sorry.
Why don't we ask the audience? Do you know why musketeers don't have muskets?
Do you?
It's a tricky one, isn't it?
Why don't musketeers have muskets? Why don't musketeers have guns? Grenadiers have hand grenades, don't have their bows. So why don't we have muskets? Is something no one knows. Oh, why don't musketeers have muskets? That we can use to fight the teeming wars. We have tabards, we have daggers, we have pikes, and we have hooks. We have hats and weights, and hatchets. So why don't musketeers have muskets? Why do we always have to fight with swords? Why do we always have to fight with swords?
What's that, Brother Porthos?
An urgent message from the Queen.
Ah.
Where did that come from?
A messenger brought it.
He did?
Yes.
When?
Just now.
What, during the song?
Yes.
Well, I didn't see him.
Well, no one saw him, for the Queen's messenger is as swift as a cheetah.
And as silent as a graveyard.
And as smelly as my cat's bottom.
In fact, he's so swift and so silent that no one ever sees him.
But if nobody ever sees him, how do you know he's been?
Because he leaves messengers behind.
Just like my cat.
Pray, read the message.
As you wish. My loyal musketeers, that's us. I'm writing to you on a pressing matter.
A pressing matter, eh?
Perhaps some irony.
This.
Come at once to the palace, but enter ye through the back gate, lest ye be seen. Trust no one. Come, brothers, we must at once to the palace!
To the palace!
Right in the country! How long to the palace? So far!
Athos is lagging this.
Never mind, just keep riding!
Are you there yet?
I'll tell you when we're there! Oh, good, she's ready. I mean, we're there!
So, these gallops across Paris would be much faster if we used actual horses.
Your Majesty!
Ah, the three musketeers at last! But where is Athos?
He's standing guard outside, Your Majesty, so that we're not overheard.
Right. Why is it you never all visit me all together?
Because we work in shifts, Your Majesty. Get it? Shifts?
It's not fair! You never bring Athos with you. I must admit, I do have a soft spot for Athos. I consider him the best-looking musketeer by far.
Do you really, Your Majesty?
Indisputably. Why?
Well, it's just that most people seem to consider me to be the handsomest musketeer.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I suppose you are quite good-looking in that obvious manly sort of way.
Why, thank you, Your Majesty.
But Athos, he has that subtle, sensitive quality about him that appeals so much to we ladies of taste.
Really? We've always thought he was a bit girly.
Anyway, getting back to the plot. You sent for us on a matter of extreme urgency.
Oh, you're far too late for that. D'Artagnan has already seen to that little matter.
D'Artagnan?
Yes, I sent him a message at the same time as I sent one to you. And as ever, he got here before you did and dealt with the problem in his usual heroic and efficient manner.
I see.
Oh, bless him, my dear, loyal D'Artagnan. Wherever would I be without him?
Quite. Perhaps I ought to explain about this D'Artagnan chap. You see, he's a young whippersnapper from the country who wants to join the Three Musketeers. He thinks he ought to be allowed to, just because his daddy was a musketeer before him, and he's the most self-important, self-righteous oaf you're ever likely to meet. Of course, we won't let him join, so he works by himself, trying to ingratiate himself with Her Majesty over here and anyone else who's prone to a bit of flattery or is easily impressed by heroic feats and daring escapades. Oh!
Tell me, Porthos, why is it you won't let D'Artagnan join the Musketeers?
Well, Your Majesty, firstly, there's a rule that says you have to serve in the Queen's army for 2 years before you can even be considered as a musketeer. And secondly, you have to complete a task set by the Musketeers, and of course, he didn't succeed.
And what was that task again, Porthos?
I can't quite recall, Your Majesty.
Wasn't it invading Spain single-handedly?
That's right, it was. And the coward only got as far as Barcelona. Ha!
Well, no matter what you two musketeers think of him, D'Artagnan got here before you did, and single-handedly tackled 2 thieves who had broken into the royal palace.
Thieves, Your Majesty?
Yes.
What were they after?
The Star of France!
Not the Star of France!
The very same! That fabled jewel! That symbol of French monarchy, without which my rule would be in jeopardy, to say nothing of my life.
And is it safe now?
Yes, thanks to D'Artagnan.
Thanks to D'Artagnan.
Aramis.
Oh, thank you very much, Your Majesty.
But that's 3 times this week D'Artagnan has foiled attempts to steal the Star of France. You know the legend that surrounds it. Whoever possesses the star is the undisputed ruler of France. Why, if it's not about my neck when I address my loyal subjects, the peasants will be revolting.
I think you'll find it revolting already, Your Majesty.
So, where is the star now?
I have it safely clasped to my bosom.
She said, I know she said. I think it would be wise for the Musketeers to take possession of your precious jewel. We'll ensure its safety until it's time for you to make your public appearance tonight.
Oh, thank you, Porthos. But can you guarantee its safe return?
You have my word, Your Majesty.
Yes, ditto, Your Maj.
Well, do take care of it. I am nothing without it.
Fear not, my queen. Whoever is trying to steal your jewel and your throne has reckoned not with your loyal musketeers. We'll ensure its safety until it's time to return it to you again this evening.
Oh my God!
A little flourish there. I didn't mean to hit your precious little elbow. I haven't...
Porthos?
What's the problem?
Where is it?
Where's what?
The Star of France.
Oh, that's...
Where is it?
That's
What have you done with my jewel?
Calm down, Your Majesty. It can't have gone far.
Oh, how can you have lost it already? You've only had it a few seconds.
We Musketeers don't hang about.
Oh, shut up, Aramis.
Don't tell me to shut up. You're the one that lost it.
That's right.
Look, everybody calm down. We'll go about this in a calm and efficient manner. It can't have gone far. Could everyone look under their seats? You haven't seen the Star of France, have you? No? Anyone? Star of France? No? Oh! Look, Your Majesty. Over there. That lady's got a nice necklace. Perhaps you could wear that.
Oh no, I couldn't be seen wearing something from the reject shop.
How about we all look? You all have a look up there while we look down here. And if anybody sees anything, you'll let us know, yes? Good, okay. So none of you have seen
Star of France? No? Anyone? No? Star of France?
Has anybody seen it?
Oh, is it over here?
What's at the back?
Over here.
What's at the back?
There it is!
What's it doing back there?
Well, that's what I'd like to know.
Now I remember, Your Majesty. I hid it there for safekeeping.
Safekeeping?
Yes, well, let's face it. I mean, no one in their right minds is going to put their hands in that.
Well, you did.
That's right, you did.
And you did too.
Yes. Well, anyway, I decided to give you one more chance. Guard it with your life and try to find somewhere a little more safe and a lot less disgusting to hide this time.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Yes, do not fail to bring it back safely to me this evening. Why, if it's not about my neck when I address my loyal subjects, I'll be for the guillotine. And if I lose my head, I'll make sure you two will be joining me. Until this evening, gentlemen.
I wonder who's been trying to steal the star.
Isn't it obvious?
Not to me.
Work it out. Whoever possesses the star rules France, right?
Right.
And who do we know that wants to rule France?
The Queen.
Cardinal Richelieu.
Oh, yes, sir. Him.
Has to be. He hates the Queen and would do absolutely anything to get rid of her. And with the Star of France in his clutches, no one could stop him.
Was a callous cardinal.
Call an Athos. You must get to work immediately.
Athos! Oh, Athos! Hurry up, please.
I have been as quick as I can, but this is an awfully big palace.
Yes.
What? What?
Hat.
Beg pardon.
You need a tissue.
Here I am. You recall?
Yes, we did. Somebody's been trying to steal the Star of France, and we suspect...
Cardinal Richelieu. Has to be.
Yes, sir, that's what we thought.
So where's the necklace now?
I've got it. I'll keep it safe until it's time to return it to the Queen this evening.
Why you?
Because I am the strongest musketeer, so no one would dare try and take it from me.
Well, I think I should look after it.
Why you?
Because I am the cleverest musketeer. No one would be able to trick it out of me.
Well, I think I should look after it.
Why you?
Because no one in their right mind is going to put their hands in my trousers. You said so yourself.
Well, there's only one fair way to decide this. Give me your purses.
Purses?
Yes. Well, hurry up.
Yes, I'm coming. It's a different.
There you go.
Yeah. Fine.
Right. So I shall put the star into one of the purses. Right? And then we can each take a purse and none of us will know which one of us has it.
Ah, and neither will the audience. Brilliant. Give it here, Porthos. I'm going to look over the star. I'm going to give it to you. It's goodbye. Get back. Porthos, get back. Get back. I'm going to look over it, Porthos.
I got it.
Drop it. Now that one is for you, and that one is for you.
Now, let's all leave the palace by separate ways. That way the cardinal won't know who to follow. Ready, my fellow musketeers?
Ready!
All for one, and one for all! They've gone again! The rotten lot. Ah, I wonder who has the star. Should I have a look? Should I? No, I can't. I'll betray trust. But one look won't hurt, surely. Who'd have thought? What? Didn't think I was going to tell you, did you? No. we'll just have to wait and see. Right, I'm off. See you later.
Bless you, my children. I am Cardinal Richelieu, but you may call me Your Eminence. Welcome to my palace. Admittedly, it's not as large or as lavish as the royal palace, but it will do for now. You've already heard about me, of course, and some of you, no doubt, will have made up your minds that I am to be cast as the villain of the piece. But I pray, hear me out. You see, people always seem to side with the good and the meek over we more incensed personalities. But I think that's just because we domineering folk get all the bad press. I mean, the Queen is so popular with you peasants just because she's pretty and nice and kind. But what about we more forceful types? It's about time we had a fair crack of the whip. Don't we have rights? And feelings? And ambitions, too? Is it so very wrong of me to harbour this desire to rule our fair country of ours myself? After all, I have been the real power behind the throne for years, advising, manipulating, cajoling, bending others to my will, and all in the loyal service of the Queen. So, it seems only fair that now I get my chance to sit on the throne. Excuse me. My chance to experience the unquestioning adulation of millions, to feel the trappings and privileges of absolute monarchy, to live in obscene luxury and get me face immortalized on coins and stamps. It's not too much to ask now, is it? Currently in this little quest of mine, I've sent my lackluster lackey, Brie, on a little errand to liberate the star from its present owner, so that I, Cardinal Richelieu, can rule France at last! Ah, where can that underbrained underling be? Should be here by now. Brie! Brie, where are you?
Coming, master! Shiver me timbers! And buckle me yardarms, you lovers! Here!
Sorry, excuse me for a minute.
Yeah, well, I thought we were doing Treasure Island, that's all I've got.
It's supposed to be like Hitchman, not Long John Silver.
Do you want me to go change?
It's too late for that now, but leave the stupid accent, okay?
Fine.
And the stupid parrot.
Okay.
Right, you're gonna have to come on again.
Hey, right.
Oh, Brie. There you are.
Sorry I'm right, your reverence. Start taking that bush to kill the others. But I managed to escape despite sustaining some serious injuries.
So I see. You lost an eye then, did you?
What? Oh, yes. And a leg.
And a leg, you say?
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, right, yes. On reflection, I think it was the other leg I lost.
I'm the villain. I am the villain. I'm not the supposed to smile.
You smiling, sir?
So, Bray, tell me, where is the star now?
The Queen gave it to the three Musketeers for safekeeping.
Which one?
We only have one Queen remnant.
I meant which Musketeer, you dumbbell.
Oh, we don't know. They each took a purse without knowing who had the jewel.
The old triple bluff, eh? How fiendishly clever. Well, we're going to have to be a little fiendish ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah.
Where is Milady?
Just outside your evidence.
Then bring her in. Toot sweet.
Yeah.
It means right away.
Oh, right, your evidence.
Yes! Milady is the perfect ally for my quest and for the throne of France. She hates the Queen as much as I do, if such a thing is possible, and would do anything to help me get rid of her. Ah, here she comes now.
Your Excellency.
Oh, you're not so bad yourself.
Now the pleasantries are out of the way, I assume you've hatched yet another plot to overthrow the Queen.
Why do you assume that?
Well, why else would you have sent for me?
Do I need a reason to see my dearest friend and confidant?
Yes, and it's usually because you need my assistance in some scheme against the Queen.
I am hurt. Hurt that you should think that the only reason that I would want to see you is when I need your help.
Well, do you?
Actually, yes, I do.
I knew it. And give me one good reason why I should help you.
Very well. If I succeed and become ruler of France, I'll make you my queen.
Oh, well, that's a good reason, all right.
That's what I like about you. You're so like me.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Well, as you know, I've been trying to steal the Tsar of France for some time. For reasons too boring to go into here, it is now in the possession of one of the Queen's Musketeers.
Which one?
We don't know. Not even the audience knows, so we're going to have to search them all.
Search them all? But there's hundreds of them, sir!
I meant to search the Musketeers, you dumbbell, in the audience. Porthos lives in the inn just around the corner. What I want you to do, milady, is to go over there. I want you to go over there with my loathsome lickspittle here. Porthos is a vain and boastful man. I want you to pander to that vanity with flattery and seduction. Do you think you can do that for me?
Well, I'm no expert, but I'll give it a try.
She will distract Porthos using her feminine wiles, whilst you sneak upstairs and search his rooms for the star. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Then I wish you a Godspeed, milady. Mwah.
What are you doing down there?
Get it up, my lady.
Do you know this inn where Porthos lodges?
Oh, yeah, it's just round the corner.
Right. Well, there's no time for lying down on the job. Come.
Come in, my lady. You know, she's the first woman I've ever met who never hit me. And if that's not love, then I don't know what is.
Come on!
It's beautiful while it lasted. Absolutely, darling.
What did you call me?
Oh, sorry. I'm just finding it so very hard to accept that we're through.
Let me make this absolutely clear. I am not your girlfriend. I never was your girlfriend. And I never will be your girlfriend. Understood?
Understood? She's in denial.
Well, let's make sure we're at the right place. Oh, landlord!
Be madame!
am in the apartment upstairs. Shall I call him for you?
No. I'd like to surprise him.
As you wish, madame. And perhaps you could give him this drink he just ordered.
Why, of course. Did you hear that? Porthos lives in the apartment upstairs. Now, when he comes, I shall distract him using my feminine wiles, and you sneak upstairs and search his room for the star. Understood?
Understood. But what if he catches me?
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'll slip this sleeping draught into his drink. Once this takes effect, he won't be able to catch so much as a cold.
So what is it, Codrel?
Hello there. Enjoying the show?
I say, she's a bit of all right. And did you see the way she was looking at me? Not that I can blame her. After all, I am the handsomest musketeer, despite what the Queen thinks. I'm going to go over there and chat her up. If I play my cards right, she'll be like putty in my hand.
Well, hello, big boy.
That was easier than I thought.
Hi there.
Are you Porthos, the musketeer?
I am. But how did you know?
Ah, the landlord asked me to give you this drink. He said you were a big, strong, handsome musketeer, but he didn't warn me just how big or how handsome.
Well, shucks. And tell me, lovely lady, what is your name?
My name is Immaterial.
Oh, immaterial, eh? That's a pretty name. Is it foreign? So, tell me, immaterial, what brings you here?
I'm looking for a big, strong, handsome musketeer who'd like to buy a lady a drink.
Well, you found him. For I'm the biggest and strongest musketeer in all of Paris.
I thought that was D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan?
Yes!
That upstart! Don't talk to me of him. Why, I've had more brushes with danger than that raw Sproggs had hot dinners.
Oh, I bet you have. And I'll wager you have some fascinating stories to tell.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, oh, you'd like to hear one?
But first, won't you buy me a drink?
Oh, certainly. I'll just fetch the landlord. Oh, landlord! Oh, there you are, landlord. Would you be able to fetch a drink for the lady here and another drink for me? Thank you, landlord. Oh, there you go. You won't be a minute. Oh, here we are. Thank you, landlord.
And my drink?
What? Oh, yes, I forgot. I mean, he forgot. Landlord! Landlord, you forgot the drink for the lady. Oh, here we are. Oh.
Fascinating adventures.
Ah, so I was. Well, I suppose you've heard the story of the man in the iron mask?
Can't say I have.
Oh, really? Oh, I suppose we did keep it rather hush-hush at the time. Well, anyway, there was once this man in an iron mask.
Well, obviously.
He's been kept prisoner in the Bastille. All sorts of rumours were circulating as to why his face was being hidden from view. One theory was that he was in fact King Louis's twin brother, but that the Cardinal had stolen him at birth and spirited him away to the prison.
No.
Yes. So we... the three Musketeers determined to discover the truth. One night, we fought our way into the Bastille single-handedly.
It was hardly single-handedly. There were 3 of you.
What? Oh. Yes, I see your point. So anyway, as I say, we fought our way into the Bastille, six-handedly, overpowered the guards, kicked down the steel door, and wrenched off the poor chap's mask with a crowbar.
Gosh, and was it the king's brother?
No. Actually, it turned out just to be some ugly bloke that the guards couldn't stand the sight of. We stuck the mask back on him, threw him back in prison, and we all went home.
Riveting.
No, actually, there's this padlock affair around the back.
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no. One more of these babies, and I'll...
Brilliant. I thought that was never going to work.
I searched his rooms, milady. The star's not there.
Oh, bother. Well, we best get back and tell the Cardinal.
Wait, what are we going to do with him?
Oh, I don't know. Put him down in the cellar and let him sleep it off, I suppose.
Right. Come on, you. Oh, he's heavier than he looks. Oh. We got him, milady. Oh, right. Sweet drink, princess.
I meant carry him down, not chuck him down, you buffoon!
Sorry, milady.
And Bree,
Yeah?
don't you normally use a crutch?
Oh, wait.
Porthos didn't have the Star of France. Well, at least that narrows it down. Hey, you look different somehow. Have you had a haircut?
Now, Your Eminence, I had an accident. I fell into the cellar.
Oh dear. Well, I'm very concerned, Brie.
Are you really, Your Eminence?
Yes, concerned you might bleed all over the new palace carpet. Go and ooze outside.
Right.
And Brie,
Yes, Your Eminence.
be quick about it.
He's so mean to me.
So, Porthos didn't have the Star of France. That means it must be in the possession of either Athos or Aramis. My money's on Athos. We should go after him. He's the clever one.
Ah, but what if he's cleverer than you think? He knows he's clever, and you know he's clever, and I know he's clever, but he knows you know he's clever, and what's more, he knows you know he knows he's clever, which makes him cleverer still. So I think that he'll think that you'll think that he's got the star, whereas I think he'll have given the star to Aramis.
Hands up anyone who understood that. Sorry, which Musketeer are we going after next?
Why don't you let the audience decide?
Oh, democracy, you mean? Well, that's a bit radical, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Right, you lot. We're going to have a little vote as to who we go after next. Of course, you know they'll all be on my side, don't you?
Will they?
Oh, yes. They've been watching long enough to realise how clever and smart and wonderful I am. Why, to know me is to love me. And by now I've got this lot eating out of the palm of my hands. They're sure to vote for me.
Well, we'll see about that.
All right, I know you'll all be on my side, but just for the sake of fair play, we'll put it to the vote. Now, I say we go after Athos, but the lady here seems to think that reasons that frankly baffle me, that we should go after Aramis. So, let's get a vote. All those who agree with me, put your hands up. 5. I'm looking for a majority here. No. Obviously, you didn't understand the question. You're saying, that's what happens when you give peasants the vote. Remind me when we do eventually take over this country not to allow any voting. This little charade is proof positive that democracy does not work.
Be that as it may, Cardinal, you lost, which means we go after Aramis next. I happen to know he takes a stroll every afternoon in the Bois de Boulogne. I will arrange for a very good friend of mine to set up a little ambush for our Musketeer.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Although I must remind you that Aramis is the finest swordsman in all of France.
Ah, but that doesn't matter. My friend is from Italy. Rest assured, Cardinal, Aramis won't know what's hit him.
This is the life. There's nothing I like better on a sunny afternoon than taking a stroll in the Bois de Boulogne with an independent air. Yes, I come down here most afternoons to take in the peace and quiet and practice my fencing a little. You don't get to be the finest swordsman in all of France without practice, you know. No, lots of it. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to practice my parry and thrust a little. And if you keep your eyes on the feet, that's what's really at. On guard, you cad. Oh, I've seen it before, but have you seen this? Ha! Takes them by surprise every time. You. Excuse me a moment. Did you see who dropped this? This guy over here? Thank you. Excuse me, sir. I believe this is yours.
That? Ha! Do you think a man of my refined taste would carry such a disgusting item? I am insulted, senor.
Well, I'm sorry if you're insulted, sir, but the audience saw you drop it.
Oh, so now you call me a liar as well as a lousy dresser. Well then, senor, and for the sake of my honor, I must challenge you to a duel.
Over such trifle, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, so now I'm ridiculous at all, eh? Mamma mia! Either my end to your insults.
I'm obliged to warn you, sir. I'm the finest swordsman in all of France.
Really? I thought I wasn't that handy.
Now it is my turn to be insulted, sir. As a gesture of goodwill, seeing as I am the finest swordsman in all of France, you may choose the dueling weapon.
Very well. You are most kind, senor. In that case, I choose invisible swords.
Invisible swords? You can't be serious.
Be assured, senor, I'm deadly serious.
Well, I've never even heard of invisible swords, let alone used one. Where would we find an invisible sword in the Bois de Boulogne?
Well, it just so happens that I have two right here.
Where? I can't see them.
Which proves they're invisible, does it not?
Suppose it does. Could I see one?
No. But you may feel a one.
Ah, an invisible sword. It feels just like a real one.
And it stabs just like a real one too.
It certainly does.
Right, senor, and now we duel.
Yes, I suppose we do. Though I am reluctant to fight over so small a matter.
My honor must be satisfied. En garde.
Very well. En garde! Come on, you cad! As are you, my friend? What's a grazie? You seem to have dropped your weapon, sir.
You have me at your mercy.
I'm a musketeer. We don't kill defenseless men. Please, pick it up.
You did the most kind.
You see if you do the same thing, sir. Are you ready?
Ready?
On guard! Come on, sir.
Oh, scusi, I seem to have torn your tunic.
So you have. Thanks, sir. Think nothing of it.
But I meant to stab you through the heart and I missed. So if I should lose, please, I'll take the cost of the repair out of my purse.
Really, I couldn't.
No. I insist.
You're generous to a fault, sir.
Signor, I must confess, I no longer have the stomach for this fight.
You don't?
No, I no longer wish to kill, so fine, upstanding signor as yourself.
That's good. For I too do not wish to dispatch so fine a gentleman as you, sir.
And then the honor, she is satisfied. Let us call it a draw.
A draw it is. Huzzah!
Shall we shake the hands?
Is something wrong, sir?
Indeed, signor. I fear you still have your sword in your hand.
Is there anything I can do?
Well, if you'd be so kind as to pull it out. Aye! Aye!
I must be lodged in a bone or something.
Aye!
Are you badly hurt, sir?
Well, with a bit of luck, you will have missed my vital organs. Perhaps I should get an expert opinion. Would you be so kind as to direct me to the nearest hospital?
Yes, of course. It's just this way. Other side of the boating lake, first street on the right.
Thank you, signor. But please, I will leave before I lose too much of blood. It was a real pleasure to meet you.
You too, sir. Good luck with the wound.
Grazie, grazie.
What a thoroughly nice chap. I always say you meet such a good class of person in the Bois de Boulogne. I do hope you'll be all right. These invisible swords surely are dangerous weapons. I think I'd best get rid of it before anybody else gets hurt. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't see you there. If you follow that man, he'll show you way to the hospital. I say, I've seen her face before, somewhere around the Cardinal's palace. Still, what an awful place to get an invisible sword stuck in you. Right in the middle of the Bois de Boulogne.
Oh, there you are, Aramis. Things have been happening.
This lunchtime, I was drugged and my room was ransacked. We think the Cardinal might be behind it.
Well, actually, I've just been in a duel with a man who picked a fight for no good reason.
I'll bet the Cardinal was behind that, too.
Which means that you'll be next for the Athos.
Oh, then we must stick together, brothers. No one would dare take on all three of us at once.
That's right. Together, we're invincible. All for one.
And one for... Get back here right now! And one for all!
Right, brothers, we must get a message to the Queen. We must let her know that despite the Cardinal's best efforts, the Star of France is still safely in our possession.
Come, brothers, to the palace.
Wait. How long is it to the palace?
About a 15-minute gallop. Why?
In that case, you lot better have a 15-minute interval, and we'll meet you at the palace later. Sound good? Excellent. See you at the palace. To the palace!
Did you all have a good interval? Yeah. I didn't really hear you, sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, we're back at the palace now. The others have gone in to see the Queen and left me out here, standing guard, as usual. They always leave me on guard when they go to see the Queen. They're jealous, you see, because she fancies me being the handsomest musketeer. Hey. Anyway, I'm supposed to be perambulating the palace perimeter. That means walking around the outside. So, I'll see you all when I come back round, okay? Okay?
The coast is clear. It's safe to come out. Well, what are you waiting for?
No,
No? What do you mean, no?
not coming out.
Why not?
I'm embarrassed.
Oh, don't be silly. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's an excellent disguise.
You're all gonna laugh at me.
No, they won't. You won't laugh at Brie, will you? Oh, no, you won't. Right? Don't worry, Brie. I'll have them removed. What? Enough of this full Get out here! And what's the matter with you lot? Haven't you seen a man in a dress before? Rogue.
Why have you made me dress up like this?
It's all part of my plan to help trap Athos.
But why can't my lady do it?
I've already told you. She was injured in a freak accident with a runaway invisible sword.
Yeah, when did she get stabbed again?
I'm right in the middle of the Bois de Boulogne.
Painful.
Yes, Athos won't recognize you in this get-up. You must pretend to be a damsel in distress.
What, in distress? Now I get it. Actually, I don't mind distress so much.
Oh, stop fiddling! You're supposed to be a refined lady. It's time to start living the role.
What am I supposed to do?
Oh. Just tell him the story that I told you.
But what if it doesn't work?
Oh, of course it'll work. Just use your feminine wiles. You know what a wile is, don't you?
Oh yeah, it's like this big crazy...
No. A wile is a wile is a... Right. Just do as you're told and everything will be fine.
Yes.
I'm off before Athos returns. Don't fail me, Brie.
Tell your evidence.
Because if you do, I'll send you to the torture chamber.
But I already work in the torture chamber.
Yes, but this time you'll be a customer.
Oh, heck! I don't want to be a customer of my own torture chamber. I know how good I am at torturing. I hate that Cardinal. He's such a horrid man. I hate working for him. But gainful employment's so hard to find nowadays. Especially if you can't read, and you can't write, and you smell like mouldy cheese. Let's face it, it's not a great CV. Oh, here he comes. Here goes.
Excuse me, are you in distress? separated?
No! No! They've probably just thrown him in the dungeon.
Why did they take him, old woman?
Yeah, not so much with the old. I mean, they took him just because he's loyal to the Queen, and he hates that horrid cardinal.
Oh, the swine!
So, when they took my poor dear husband away, he asked for me to find the bravest musketeer in all of Paris.
Well, really, I mean...
So do you know where I can find D'Artagnan?
What? D'Artagnan? Oh, he's not the bravest musketeer in all of Paris.
Isn't he?
No! In fact, he's not a musketeer at all. I happen to be the bravest musketeer in all of Paris, and don't you worry, I'll rescue your husband for you. Come, we must at once to the Cardinal's dungeon.
I'm right behind you. It worked.
So, these are the Cardinal's infamous dungeons, eh? How did you happen to know where they were?
Feminine intuition, yes. My husband's just in here. I sense it intuitively.
Well, let's see if you're correct. Are you in there, monsieur? Well, don't worry. I'll rescue you. Well, that's strange. It's not even locked.
Surprise!
You!
Yes, me!
Oh, don't worry. I'll protect you, old woman.
I'm afraid you're in for another shock. Show him, Brie.
You!
Yes, me!
But don't you normally use a crutch?
A clever way to even the odds. But you've still got me to contend with.
It'll be a pleasure. On guard!
Wait, yes. Got the music! Got the music!
You may as well surrender, Cardinal. You're no match for me.
We'll see about that! Bree! It's time to put Plan B into operation!
What?
Plan B! Put Plan B into operation!
Plan B?
Yes! Well, go on!
Plan B! Plan B!
Oh, what are you waiting for? You're getting murdered over here!
Yeah, well, don't rush me! I'll get it in a minute!
Oh, it's the gun!
The gun?
Yes! Plan B is the gun!
Oh, yes! Plan B! Get the gun out! I was confusing it with Plan A, which was to go and get Athos trapped in the
Oh,
dungeon.
for pity's sake, Bree, just take the gun out and point it at him!
Yes, Your Eminence. Right! Drop your weapon and reach for the sky. No, Your Eminence, him.
Oh, yes, my mistake. Right, drop your weapon and surrender. No, not you, Bree, him. You, yes, you.
Oh, right.
There. I'll keep him covered while you're searching for the jewel.
Right, got it.
Hang on a second. This still isn't right. I'm supposed to be searching you.
Well, why didn't you say so? You're not going to find anything.
We'll see about that.
Stop
Don't be silly. Don't be silly.
Satisfied? I told you wouldn't find anything.
Right. Well, you isn't it? Where's the style of France?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, yes, I would, actually.
My lips are sealed.
Right. Well, then we're going to have to do this the hard way. Hard for you, that is. In there with you. Brick.
Yes, Your Eminence.
Do you think you can toss the information out with him? Can you do that little thing for me?
Yes, Your Eminence. What do you fancy? Bit of walk the plank? Bit of keyholing? Bit of canine toils?
Perhaps something a little less piratey would be appropriate.
Oh, that's right. 3 Musketeers. Nonsense.
Right. Prepare the instruments of torture. I'll be back shortly to see if he is cracked. I do hope you'll enjoy your stay, cher Richelieu.
Just off to get the instruments of torture. Won't be too long.
Well, don't hurry back on my account. Oh, you're a fool, Athos, allowing yourself to be trapped like this. And you call yourself the smartest musketeer. Look at the trouble you're in. Who's going to save you now? Who are you? I said, who are you? Why are you helping me escape? He wants me to follow him. Well, should I? Should I? Well, what have I got to lose? All right, I'll come with you. But first, let me see who you are. Who risks their life to save mine? You! But why?
Right, let's check this all here. Whisk, check. That cracker in case he's a tough nut to crack. Check. Ooh, plate and fork, one of my favourites. Check. Barry Manilow's greatest hits. Check. Ooh, and the piece of equipment without which no torture chamber would be complete. The rack. Yes, I know, it's a spice rack. What are you expecting? A magazine rack! Now, what you do is you put all the curries and the chilies in the prisoner's dinner and you don't let them use the potty. It's ingenious! Can't forget me that. Right, come in, ready or not. The door's open! Athos! Athos! Where are you? Athos! Is he gone? Yes. Has he really? Yes. He's gone, yes. I'm in trouble now. Unless I can think of a good reason as to why he's gone. Can anybody think of one for me? No! What was that? No, yes, yeah, what have you got there, sir? He died. Oh, I done my job too good. How's about he had an elephant trapped in his shoe, and he got it out and he rode away to victory. No? Okay.
How about Bray left the dungeon unattended and the prisoner ran away?
Oh, that's no good. Is the Cardinal behind me? Yeah. Did you hear what I just said? Yeah. Am I in trouble? Yeah. Oh, heck.
You know what to do, don't you, Bray?
Yes, Your Eminence. Torture myself.
There's a good lad. Oh, and Bray.
Yes, Your Eminence.
Start with the whisk.
Yes, Your Eminence.
So, Athos got away, did he? But no matter. He didn't have the star anyhow. But whoever does have it will now try and get it back to the palace so that the Queen can wear it in time. Aha. That's how I'll get it. I'll post my guards on every entrance of the palace and I'll search everybody as they go in. It's perfect in its simplicity. Why didn't I think of it before? Oh, because that would have made the show too short.
Oh!
How are you doing, Bray?
I'm very close to confessing everything, Your Eminence.
Excellent. Keep up the good work. I expect you to be pleading for mercy by the time I get back.
Yes, sir.
Right. I do hope you can all join me to see the Queen appear on the balcony later, should they Most entertaining. You will all be there, won't you?
Yes.
You don't really have a choice. See you later.
No! No! Not that! Anything but that!
I'm free! Ha! The Cardinal nearly got the better of me, but with a little help from a very unlikely quarter, I managed to get away! Now, while I was in the dungeon, I hatched a brilliant plan to stop the Cardinal once and for all, but I'm going to need your help to pull it off. Will you help me? Yeah. Right, if you're on the side of the Musketeers, then I need you to shout out our battle cry. That's all for one and one for all. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All for one and one for all. Brilliant. Now I am going to need the help of one particular volunteer. Who would like to help me? Did you put your hand up, sir? Sorry, I think it's you. Now, when I need you, I'm going to point to you. And then you need to stand up so everybody can see you. Can you do that? You can? That's what was your name?
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Give Jeremy a round of applause.
There you are. We've been looking for you everywhere. We thought perhaps the Cardinal had taken you prisoner.
Well, he did, but I escaped.
Really? How?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Now, anyway, we've got to get a message to the Queen. There is no time for explaining things. We must let her know that we still have the Star of France and that we can get it to her. I mean,
I fear we may be too late, Brother Athos.
What?
The Cardinal has already posted guards on every entrance to the palace, and they're searching everybody as they go in.
I've already planned for that. We must each go through and let the guards search us. Once they find that none of us has the star, it'll confuse them to no end.
Forget them, that's confused me. If none of us have the star, where is it and how do we get it to the Queen?
Don't you worry about that. I have a brilliant plan, which I'll tell you once we're all safely inside. Now, you go through first, Porthos. I must talk to Aramis a moment. Now, once we're all safely inside the palace, I want you to take a message to the Queen.
Right, where is it?
Well, I'm not going to give it to you.
Why not?
Because they'll find it when they search you.
Right, just tell it to me then.
No way, you've got a dreadful memory.
No, nonsense. What was the first reason again?
I think I've made my point.
About what?
The message.
What message? Oh, the message, yes. So, if my memory's so terrible, why don't you take the message yourself?
Because the Cardinal will be keeping a closer eye on me than he is on you.
Really? Why?
Because I am the cleverest musketeer.
I always thought that was D'Artagnan.
Oh.
Make way for His Eminence, Cardinal Richelieu!
Please, stop. I'm touched. Oh, I can hardly wait. I'm so excited. At last,
After years of plotting and planning, my wildest dreams are about to come true. In just a few short minutes, our beloved Queen will make her annual appearance on this very balcony. And unless she's wearing the Star of France, which she won't be, she'll be forced to step down as monarch. And I, Cardinal Richelieu, will be asked, nay, begged to take over France in order to save it from plunging into dreadful anarchy. Of course, I'll seem reluctant at first. They'll probably have to ask me several times before I'll finally grudgingly agree. But in the end, I'll see reason. In the end, I'll concede that I must do it for the good of France.
Yes, by this time tomorrow, old Queenie will be sent packing, and I'll have the decorators in. I've already been picking out colour schemes. I do hope you don't think I'm being premature, but I took the liberty of bringing in a few swatches. I thought, whilst I'm here, I may as well kill two birds with one stone, as it were. What do you think? It's nice, isn't it? Yes, I thought it could do well for the drapes in the banqueting hall. It's understated and yet excruciatingly expensive. Yes, no more living a simple life of the man of the cloth for me. Well, unless it's this cloth. Everything has been planned down to the last detail. I've got my guards posted on every entrance, searching everyone as they go in. Not even so much as a single stone from that precious necklace can make its way past that lot. Which means I win. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? No. Hands up those of you who want me to win. Come on, don't be shy. Couple of evil children up the back. Anyway, I couldn't care less whether you're on my side or not. Makes not a lot of difference, because I'm going to win in any case. Well, I must be off. For the time being, I'm still the Khan, which means it's my job to escort Her Majesty onto the balcony to meet her people. For the last time. Fairly well, my loyal subjects.
Where can my loyal musketeers have got to? Oh, the Cardinal will be here any moment to take me out onto the balcony. And if I'm not wearing the star, I'll lose my crown. And probably the head that's wearing it too. Oh, they gave me their word they'd return it in time. But I've not seen hide nor hair of them. Oh, sorry, it must have been the nerves. Now that definitely wasn't me, it was you, wasn't it? Look at the look on your face.
Over here, Your Majesty.
Oh, sorry, Aramis.
Are you alone?
No, you're here too.
I'll come back later. Good. Athos said you had to be alone when I gave it to you.
Athos, I knew I could trust my trusty Athos.
Hey, it's me who's brought it.
Well, yes. Thank you, Aramis. Now, where is it?
Where's what? Oh, yes, I have it here somewhere.
Well, hurry up!
Yes, keep your crown on, Your Majesty. Here it is.
This is not the Star of France.
No, it's a message. Athos wrote it.
I thought you were bringing the star. What good is this to me?
Why don't you read it and find out for yourself, Your Majesty?
Oh. Right. Are you certain about this?
Not really, Your Majesty. Athos just said, tell the Queen to do as it says and everything will be tickety-boo.
Well, this had better work.
Yes, well, we'll find out soon enough, won't we?
Your Majesty, where are you?
I better hide.
Ah, there you are, Your Majesty.
Let's dispense with the niceties, shall we? We both know why you're here.
Of course we do. I'm here to escort my queen onto the balcony so that you can make your annual appearance before the citizens of Paris.
No, you're here to make sure the crowd see me without the star, so you can steal the crown for yourself.
I am hurt that you could suggest such a thing, Your Majesty. Why, I was always your most loyal subject, and always will be. Or at least the next 5 minutes. So, has the Star of France not been returned?
No.
Well, if you will put your trust in moronic musketeers, what can you expect? I did, you may recall, offer to look after the star for you, but you saw fit to reject my generous gesture.
Entrust the symbol of French monarchy to you. I'd rather die than do that.
That may be precisely the choice you have made, Your Majesty. Ha! The moment has arrived. The public awaits. Allow me to escort you to the balcony. Right. Thank you.
Right, you sit there.
and riffraff. I'm so pleased that so many of you have turned out to adulate us today. And I'm especially pleased to see that one or two of you have actually made the effort to dress up for the occasion. Although, only one or two. As you all know, it is an annual tradition that the Queen appear on this very balcony to acknowledge the loyalty of her people. And as Cardinal, it is my duty and indeed honor to escort her today and give the introductory speech. Now, as you are all well aware, the most important part of this ceremony is that she wear about her neck the fabled Star of France, that symbol of the French monarchy, without which, so legend has it, the country would plunge into anarchy and despair. So, without further ado, I give you your queen, not forgetting, of course, the fabulous Star of France. You're on, lovey.
Thank you. Firstly, I'd like to thank His Eminence, the Cardinal, for his most generous introduction. My people, I'm sure I don't have to remind you of my love for you all.
Yes, come on, enough of this waffle. What I really came for is to see you wearing the Star of France. So, come on, pull out that misery, let them see it dangling magnificently about your royal neck. You can't?
No, it's missing!
Missing? Oh, surely not!
Yes, my people, alas, the Star of France is no longer in my possession.
Oh, my! Oh, what a catastrophe! And now surely the prophecy will come true. Without the star, our queen will be deposed. Whatever shall we do?
But I'm sure it won't come to that, Cardinal.
I wish that were true, Your Majesty. But alas, for the prophecy. Without the star, you cannot move.
But I know where it is, and what's more, I know you were responsible for its disappearance.
Me, Your Majesty? That's ridiculous. Why, I've always been your most loyal subject.
The Cardinal has been plotting my downfall, and I can prove it.
Can you really? And how, pray, are you going to do that?
I'll show you how. If you're not behind a plot to overthrow me, perhaps you can tell me what this is doing in your hand.
I have no idea what they're doing in there.
He's a traitor, and this proves it.
No, I honestly don't know how that could have got into my hand.
The game's up, Cardinal. You can't lie away of this one.
But I'm not lying, I obviously don't know what it's doing in there.
I would like this story.
You'll probably say one of us Musketeers put it in their necks.
Yes, that's it. The Musketeers are the star, so they must have put it in my hand. Oh, you have to believe me, Your Majesty. I'm totally innocent.
Him, Aramis.
We'll praise you, Your Majesty.
Right? I'll not go down without a fight. On guard!
Wait. No H&S in order to take it as I out.
Sorry. Right. Go on. Right, get back here. Oh, enough of this dueling nonsense. Swords are for people with time to kill. But pistols, on the other hand. Pistols, on the other hand, are for people with no budget. People with people to kill.
With that pathetic little pea shooter.
It may be, as you suggest, a pathetic little pea shooter, but it shoots very hard peas made of lead. And shoots them very fast, I might add. In any case, it is more than adequate for me to make good my escape, because it's a well-known fact that Musketeers don't carry guns.
True, Cardinal. Very true. Musketeers don't carry guns. But pirates from Treasure Island do.
That's not fair. You can't just pull out a book from another show like that.
All's fair enough in war, you elephants.
Oh, it's evidence, you fool. It's evidence.
Whatever, just drop the gun, sunshine.
Yeah.
The game's up, Cardinal. You might as well surrender.
Never. You'll have to catch me first.
After him, Aramis, he's getting away.
He won't get far. Porthos is guarding that exit.
Oh.
You. Yes, me.
Come on, Porthos. Come on. Get back, Cardinal. Come on. Come on, Porthos. Look at
I'd have been King of France by now.
Take him to the dungeon and put him in chains, man.
No.
What a thrilling sword fight! Too bad it all happened side stage.
For the first time in years, I feel truly safe again. Thank you, Aramis, on behalf of the people of France, for saving us all from that tyrant.
Really, Your Majesty, it was nothing.
As a small token of our appreciation and affection, I wish to bestow on you the Legion of Honor.
You hear that? I'm going to get a medal. I told you it was me she fancied.
Now, here are some more medals for my other brave musketeers. Please ensure they get them along with my heartfelt thanks.
Yes, Your Majesty.
And now, I must go and lie down. This has been rather all traumatic for me. All right, goodbye.
Would you look at that? The Legion of Honor. That's the highest reward you can get in France. Besides a kiss with the Queen, that is.
Well, the Cardinal's safely locked up in the deepest, darkest dungeon the palace has to offer. When he said it was his ambition to live here in the palace, I don't think that's quite what he had in mind.
Yes, sir. Oh, look, the Legion of Honor. Shall I do the honors?
Well, if you'd be so kind. Well, everything has turned out just fine. But there's still one thing I don't understand. How did the Tsar of France end up in the Cardinal's court?
I don't know. All I do know is the note Athos gave to the Queen said she'd find it in there.
But how did Athos know?
Haven't you figured that out yet?
No, we haven't.
Well, do you really want to know?
Oh, we do!
Oh, yes, sir. Shall I do the honors?
Yes. So, shall I tell you how I did it? In fact, I had the star right from the beginning. Well, you didn't think I'd trust either of these two with it, did you? No. When I appeared to be putting the star into one of the purses, I was actually putting it in the lining of my cloak. Now, all went well until I was about to be searched, because I'd been lured into the Cardinal's dungeon by stupid Brie. And then, when I knew I was about to be searched, I had to think quick. So, I got into a tangle with the Cardinal, and during the confusion, managed to slip the necklace into his hat.
Brilliant!
Yes, I thought so. And I knew he'd post guards on the palace gates to stop us getting the star to the Queen. But who would be the one person the Cardinal's guards wouldn't dare search?
The Cardinal!
Exactly. So, all I had to do was get a message to the Queen, telling her where it was, and she did the rest.
Well done, Athos. You really have proved yourself to be the cleverest musketeer. There's just one thing that I still don't understand. How on earth did you manage to escape from the Cardinal's dungeon?
A strange hooded figure stole his way into the Cardinal's dungeon and led me out with not a thought for his own safety.
And who was this brave stranger?
Oh, you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Don't try us!
My rescuer, the man without whom all our plans would have come to naught and our Queen would have lost her throne, was none other than D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan?
Yes, my fellow musketeers, D'Artagnan. I fear we have misjudged our friend. By this deed alone, he has proved himself worthy of the rank of musketeer. What say you?
I say we let the people decide. What say you? Should we let D'Artagnan become the fourth musketeer?
Well, that sounds like a resounding yes! Let us find D'Artagnan and give him this fourth medal the Queen obviously meant for him to have.
Ah, but I know where he is. D'Artagnan? I give you D'Artagnan.
refilling, isn't it?
What's that, Brother Porthos?
Another message from the Queen.
Ah!
Where did that come from?
Don't never mind. Come, brothers. We must at once to the palace.